See that this logo is very scary. Do not look at that logo. Alright, welcome back to the channel guys. What's up guys? Hope everyone is doing great. I know you might be certainly surprised looking at this kind of beard. I mean, this is the first time in the last 5 years or more that I've shortened my beard this much. I thought it would be very bad, but it's not actually that bad, right? Now when I put a poll on Instagram, should I keep this or should I never do it again? The results were very confusing here. Awesome. 56% said awesome and 44% said never do it again. That's a very confusing poll here. But you know what? The actual plan is to shave this off completely. I want to keep the mustache. Not sure. Let's see. Anyways, the beauty I need to go, and finally it is that time of the year where the BMW asks for service. Can you believe it? The X4 is 2 years old, and that means we have to do the second service. And who is here?
Look.
Who is here?
See.
What is that? Hey!
Bye.
Chor, come here. Are you ready for school? Actually, school is over. Abhi, what is it?
Summer camp.
Summer camp. Are you having fun?
Pool.
Swimming pool. We have a very good swimming pool here in the community, but unfortunately, it seems last night when I went and checked, they said coaching can be given only to 5+ years. That's weird.
5+ camp.
You should be at least 5 years. You're Chotu. But we can go to the swimming pool to just play. Coaching will be given only to 5+ years. Is that your camera?
Is that your camera?
Actually, did you see me cut my beard? Is it nice?
Big.
You don't like it? You are the one who said please cut it. Okay, so the plan is to drop Naisha at school and then I head to the BMW service center. See that the first thing that happens when I enter the car is this warning symbols. I mean, especially it is scary when you get into a car like this, a BMW, an Audi or a Mercedes, the Germans, and when you see these symbols, these weird exclamation marks and check engine lights and all that, that is very scary. Luckily, right now it's still a brand new car. I've done 10,930 kilometers in the last 2 years. That's 5,000 kilometers approximately per year. So I'm hoping there is no issues with the car. It just says, contact service partner, service requirement engine oil. Failure to observe service requirements may result in damage to the vehicle. See that this logo is very scary. Do not look at that logo. Luckily for now it is just a general service, so they'll most probably changing the engine oil. That's it. I'm hoping they don't discover anything else that sir we need to change this, change that, because that is going to cost a bomb. This is not Hyundai, this is a BMW monster. The downside of owning such German cars is that. Anyways, one good thing is actually they opened a service center here in Gachibowli. Remember last year, the first service when I went, I had to take it all the way to RTC Crossroads because Hyderabad has only one BMW service center, that is in RTC Crossroads, which is almost 276 kilometers away from this place. Once again, we need to get this cleaned. See this junk on it? I mean, I have to tell you, literally from the time we came from the trip, the Rameshwaram trip, till now I did not clean the wheels. Bad, Sriman, you're very bad. I was waiting for the service to be done. So after the service, I'm pretty sure it'll be coming very fresh and clean and almost deep cleaned. I mean, obviously in the cellar, it doesn't look bad, but when it comes out into the sunlight like this, I can see every spot of it. I mean, look at this. Luckily, there is PPF on it, so that should take care. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm having some protein shake. By the way, I stopped using whey protein since the last almost a month because I started having gut issues. And like I said, your body tells you what is right for you and what is wrong for you. Just listen to your body carefully. When you get injured, listen to your body. When you're eating something and your body has reactions, that means it doesn't like it. By doing all this elimination method, I've removed a lot of food, a lot of different healthy foods that people say it's healthy, and now my gut is perfect. My last transformation, I used to eat so much of oats. That time it was fine, but after a couple couple of years, almost 3 years later, it doesn't suit me much. So I started getting rashes when I'm eating oats. Same thing with whey protein. I used to use a certain brand that time and I never had any gut issues. But now when I'm using the same brand, it doesn't suit me. So right now I got a small pack of another brand. This is whey isolate. The difference between these two is that has lactose. This doesn't have lactose. Because one of the reasons you will have gut issues while consuming whey protein is when your body can't digest lactose. You might have heard about lactose intolerance and all that, right? I'm thinking maybe I developed that. When you're an infant, you have the capacity to digest lactose. Slowly as you grow, your body realizes that you're not an infant anymore. You don't need milk. The production of the enzyme lactase, it dies down. So I switched to this particular isolate. Anyways, lactose pakka pedte. Right now I'm hitting the gym, and before that also update about the BMW. I'm not going to go and pick it up. I came by cab. I asked them to drop the car. So most probably I think the service is done. I just got a message. Mostly in the next 1 or 2 hours they'll send the car, and after the bill comes, I'll specifically tell you what all kharcha hua, because buying is one part. Uska maintenance, uska service, uska other kharcha, how much extras they add on all of these things, we have to know, right? That knowledge is important before taking that emotional decision. So let's go hit the gym. Done with a great workout, around 748 calories done, strength training and a little bit of cardio. I'm not taking too much of stress these days, not going too heavy, and cardio also I'm doing it aram se, because I don't want to injure myself. We want sustained workouts and sustained cardio and sustained health, right? My competition boat like aram se cheste better. Heart is very important. Urke dasturu. So the time is around 8 o'clock in the night and the car is finally here. There's only a small bill, I think around 1800 to maybe 2000 rupees max. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Whenever they do some service in the car or the bike, suddenly there is so much of improvement. Somehow some magic is there. The moment they do service, it rides pretty well. It becomes much smoother. The noise insulation somehow gets better, or maybe it is a psychological effect, but it definitely happens. Anyway, the thing is they came in the dark, so after 8:30 I can't see anything much. How did they do the wash and all that stuff? Interiors will look pretty decent. But yes, one more very important task done. That too for free. Not free actually, except for the oil change and AdBlue. There is something called AdBlue that you need to add in this car, especially in BMW's diesel engines. So that was really low. It's around 10 liters. We need to have 18 liters, it seems. There is something like an additive to reduce pollution, if I'm not wrong. Apart from that, labor charges, all this is not there. Otherwise, usually it is going to be somewhere around 15 or 18,000 approximately for a single service for the BMW X3 and X4. Now, how many of you love this logo? I'm definitely a fan of this logo, but it took a lot of evolution to get to here. A lot of people think this looks like a propeller of an aircraft engine. BMW used to make aircraft engines, but that's a proper misconception. That's a myth. And BMW on purpose left that myth without clarifying it for a lot of time, because that made sense. Because they used to make aircraft engines, they were like, let people believe what they're thinking. Anyways, it sounds cool and good. And anyways, BMW used to make aircraft engines. So, but actually BMW was never called BMW first. It was called a wrap motor, and the logo was something like this, something close to a Ferrari. And this was around 1913. It was called Wrap Motoren Werk. Now it is changed to this one, BMW Bayerisch Motoren Werke. I don't want to pronounce the German names, they sound very complicated. In simpler way, you can call it Bavarian Motor Work. So this is the transition that happened in around 1913 or 1920. Now the BMW logo looks something like this, except that it's become more minimalist, like this. And actually 1929 it used to look like this, and then it transitioned to something like this. And if you see this particular poster over here, the common misconception of the aeroplane propeller, you can see it. They actually represented it like this, but in reality it never represented any aircraft propeller. So they transitioned into making automotive engines, boat engines. Rolls-Royce, a subsidiary of BMW, they make aircraft engines. Right now this is the outgoing logo. I really like it, and that is the thing about BMWs, you know. Whenever they introduce a car or a bike, their designs are very radical. The moment you see it, people don't like it, but slowly they grow on you. Same thing happened with the BMW logo as well. I mean, these things are always subjective design wise, whether they're cars or bikes, especially talking about the BMW 1300. I know the previous generation which I had, they look much better, but these things, the newer generation, they slowly grow on you. Once again, they're all subjective, so forget about it. Now let's talk more important things. Hamara bill kitna hua? You will be surprised that the bill is almost 0 rupees. In fact, before my BMW, I had to give my Hyundai i20 for service, and that costed me 11,000 rupees. And for the BMW service wise, I paid 0 rupees, except that there was one thing that we had to add, which is around 2,600 rupees. That is for this AdBlue is something we need to add to a BMW's diesel engine, especially. It is for emission norms. So that is a consumable, and I had to pay 2,600 rupees including all taxes. So that's the only thing I paid this time. But the reason it is so cheap for me right now, almost 0 rupees for the service, is because I took a service pack. If you're buying a BMW car or any expensive car, I would suggest you to go with a service pack. Reason being, he's paying the service cost year on year more compared to a service pack if you take it for like 3 years at once. If you compare it, maybe it will be almost same, or maybe you'll get a better pricing. But the point is, every year you send your car for service, you don't feel that pinch. While buying, you'll be in that hype. So I consider the service pack to be a part of my car's price. These are the different service packages for the BMW X4 variant. If you see 3x, that means the service package is valid for 3 years and 40,000 kilometers. Likewise, 4x100 means 4 years service pack for 100,000 kilometers, almost a lakh kilometers. I took the basic one, 3 years, 40,000 kilometers, because I don't take out the car much. 2 years I finished only 11,000 kilometers. So this is what I paid. 82,128 plus taxes are exclusive, so around 90,000 plus. And basic plan is there, and then you have plus plan. Plus plan includes other consumables as well. So if I would take this, the AdBlue that is there, that would have been covered. The most expensive one would be this one, 6 years, 120,000 kilometers. That includes basic service package and the basic repair package, which is a crazy 9,36,566 plus taxes. That would be close to 10.5 lakh. Now the big question is, in case you forget all the service pack and if you go for yearly service, how much would that cost? Typically a BMW service cost for a X4 range would cost you somewhere around 15 to 20,000 rupees on average. And if it is a 5 series, 6 series, 7 series, it might be more expensive. But for the 3 series, 4 series range, it would be around the 20,000 range. But that's not the only maintenance that you will have. This is the service part only. If you have other issues like sensor problems and all that, which are not covered under warranty, but anyways, for now I'm covered for the next 1 more year, and after 2 years from now, I don't know if the X4 is going to be with us or not, because my lease plan is also going to get expired. If I'm still interested that time to keep the car, I can extend my loan and keep it. Or if I'm interested to upgrade the car, maybe I can go for a next one. Now seeing this particular bill, don't think 2,600 rupees mein ho gaya. If this AdBlue was not added, it's almost 0 rupees of a bill. Don't think that it's pretty cheap to maintain the BMW. It's not in the long run. After 4 or 5 years, and especially if you're someone who is not like me, I thought don't take out the car much, but if you're using your car like 50,000 kilometers, 70,000 kilometers, then problems crop up. To repair those problems, it is going to be super damn expensive. Can go up to 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs if there are some sensor issues and all that. If you're maintaining your car pretty well, then should be no issues. But these are all mechanical parts, electronic parts inside, very complicated engineering. So anything can happen anytime. So take an informed decision before jumping into an emotion and taking a car and later regretting.